Okay, so we did the Eminem Madness bracket, and because this is easy to make and I'm lazy, we're doing a Kanye one. Because I put up a poll on Twitter. Y'all said y'all wanted it, so fuck it, we're doing it. I actually already did one of these just for the Discord server, but I guess y'all wanted to see the making of. I don't know. Maybe some of my choices will change, but I think I already know where most of this is gonna go. So I guess let's just cut to the chase. No sense in wasting everybody's time. For those of you who didn't watch the Eminem one, sorry about the shitty camera footage, audio, and using this in Microsoft Paint. But I don't know any better because I'm retarded. So I'm going to keep in mind that I'm probably in the upper right corner. Maybe scoot down. What would happen if I... No, that's too small. That's too big. Fuck it, we're doing this anyway. Alright, so first choice of the day is really fucking easy because you got Can't Tell Me Nothing versus Amazing. For those of you who might know or don't know, 808s is I'm not a fan of 808s. I like Heartless, but everything else is pretty garbage. Can't Tell Me Nothing is probably like the fifth or sixth best track on Graduation, and I really like Graduation, so Can't Tell Me What Nothing gets a pretty easy victory there. Then we got So Appalled versus Never Let Me Down. This one's a little harder because Never Let Me Down and So Appalled are kind of mid-tier tracks on the albums that they came from. So Appalled, I like most of it, but Kanye's verse and the hook is pretty weak. I don't really like the beat very much. That being said, Jay-Z and especially Pusha T really come through on the track. Never Let Me Down, Jay comes through pretty strong, Kanye comes through pretty strong, but what's the name of the dude? The spoken word poet dude. He kind of sucks and brings the track down a little bit, but the beat is better. I'm gonna go with Never Let Me Down. I don't remember what I picked in my original run, but it's not really gonna matter because neither one of those is gonna get very far in this tournament bracket. Alright, Last Call versus Hey Mama. Last Call is great in the album. It's a good closer, but Hey Mama is just one of the sweetest songs I've ever heard. So I'm going to go with that. Let's see. I should really not be doing these after work, but whatever. Gotta get done at some point. Devil in a New Dress versus Real Friends. Real Friends was one of those from Life of Pablo that everyone seemed to like quite a bit, but I don't know, it was just okay in my opinion. Devil in a New Dress is a fantastic song, and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is easily my favorite album, and most of the songs from that album are going to end up winning. Also, surprisingly, Rick Ross has a really good verse at the end of the song. I'm going to turn that fan down a click and see what that does. See if that gives us better noise. Alright, less noise, whatever. Anyway, Crack Music versus New Slaves. New Slaves is like one of the only okay songs off of Yeezus. Like, there's only one really good song off Yeezus, one song with potential, and then New Slaves is just okay. Everything else is pretty middle of the road or bottom of the road. But I'm going to go with Crack Music, because even though it's not one of my favorites off of Late Registration in general is just way better than Yeezus. Not to mention, it's one of the few songs that Peter will let me say the N-word to when I'm around him, so, gotta give Crack Music its fair due. Then we got Flashing Lights, which is not my favorite off of Graduation. It's alright. I more respect and appreciate it more than, let's say, actually much caring for it. Famous, on the other hand, is one of my favorite off Life of Pablo, if not my favorite off Life of Pablo. It's a little it's a little weak in the verses department, but the sampling at the end and the heavenly beat just give it this incredible feeling. So definitely Famous above Flashing Lights. You got Big Brother versus Love Lockdown. I'm gonna be honest, I've listened to Love Lockdown like 3 times, and I really don't remember it. It's the one with Kid Cudi, right? I don't know. 808s is so not memorable, but Big Brother is definitely one of the weaker tracks on Graduation, and it's a god awful ender. But that being said, it's still better than Love Lockdown, probably. Not too big on either one of these songs. Homecoming should have been the fucking final track in Graduation, not Big Brother. That was just stupid. Like, it's like this album with like this graduation theme based on celebration and loving life, and then the final track is just about Jay-Z. It's just stupid. Through the Wire versus No Church in the Wild. I actually really like No Church in the Wild, even though I've not actually listened to all of Watch the Throne. I like No Church in the Wild and Gotta Have It. I keep trying to listen to the rest of the album, but it's not on YouTube or Spotify, so I don't know. I don't know where to find it. It's probably like on Tidal, but fuck that. So, but Through the Wire. Can't stay focused this video. God damn. Anyway, Through the Wire. I'm not too big on listening to it, but it's a song I very much appreciate. I love the sampling. It's a very likable song. So overall, I have to say that it's got to win. And then All Falls Down versus Addiction. Addiction's alright, but All Falls Down is one of the best tracks on College Dropout, and it's no contest. Like, Addiction is just okay. And then All Falls Down is like one of Kanye's best, like easily in his top 10, maybe top 5. I don't know, I have to think about that one. Sloppy water ASMR noises. Alright, we got Monster versus Heartless, and damn, I really wanted to give 808s the one song that I really like from it. Heartless is a phenomenal song. And if more of 808s was like Heartless, I'd probably like 808s more. Alright, it's getting too hot in here. I'm turning back up the fan. Fuck the sound quality. There we go. Fuck it. Alright, let's see. Monster versus... I gotta give it to Monster. I love Heartless, but Monster's just a beast of a track with, like, a pretty minimal beat that just hits so hard. Kanye's flow in his verse is so good. I love the lines about the sarcophagus. Jay-Z's verse is great. And then Nicki Minaj just has a fantastic verse. And whether or not you like that song is, I've found, normally dependent on whether or not you like Nicki Minaj's verse. For me, Nicki Minaj is one of those artists who's either really good or really bad. I don't really see her in the middle very often. I either really like her stuff or really dislike it. Stuff like Anaconda's terrible, but normally her features are pretty solid. Alright, so then we have Drive Slow, which is a really nice chill song. Not one of my favorites off of Late Registration, but definitely in the upper half. It's a really likable song. Versus Highlights, which is... I mean, Lowlights is the worst track on Life of Pablo, but Highlights is kind of a close second. Highlights is dog shit. So Drive Slow is going to get a pretty easy victory there. Yeah. So how y'all doing? Alright. Run on the Way versus Blood on the Leaves. And no contest, Runaway is way better. Even though Runaway is one of my least favorites on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, I still love it because there's no tracks I hate on that album. But Runaway would probably be my least favorite just because of the really masturbatory, overblown vocoder solo that goes on for like the length of the song. Like half the song is just that fucking vocoder solo. Once again, you either really like it or you really dislike it. For me, I really dislike it, but the rest of the song is really good. Blood on the Leaves, I don't remember shit about that. It was very little on Yeezus stuck with me, to be honest with you. Then we have Blame Game, which I'm not going to spoil too much, but let's just say I really like Blame Game. Like, I really, really like Blame Game. I'm not going to say where it ends up, but Blame Game is one of those songs that just gets to me in a way that a lot of songs don't. I love everything about it. I love Bon Iver. I love the, yes, stolen, but also very pretty, very fitting instrumental. I love the snares, kind of acting like a mix between like a marching band and gunfire. That kind of mimics the track before it, "Hell of a Life." I love I love Chris Rock's ending part. Even if it goes a little bit long, it's still fucking hilarious, but also slightly tragic in a way that really works. There's just so many things I loved about that song, and that's not even talking about the verses that just hit me hard. I've gotten very emotional to Blame Game. Roses, on the other hand, it's okay. A lot of people love it. It's okay. It's okay. Then we got Good Life, which is my favorite song off Celebration. Sorry, off of Graduation, versus Celebration, which is my least favorite track off Late Registration. Good Life, easy victory. I love Good Life. So many. I just love the vibes of the song. I love the beat. I love T-Pain in it. Kanye's verse, like it is. Good Life is the spirit of Graduation, which is just a happy, good vibe, celebratory, cocky album. And that's why I like Graduation, and it's definitely exemplified in Good Life. Celebration is just not good, in my opinion. Some people like it, I do not. The Glory versus Get 'Em High. This one is hard because I love The Glory. I love the sampling and the beat. Granted, the beat is probably one of the number one reasons why I like it. I really don't want to cut it off here, but Get 'Em High. On my first listen to College Dropout, that was the first track that stuck out to me on my first listen. Now, granted, since then I've paid more attention to the album and a lot more has stuck out to me, but Get 'Em High is just such a phenomenal track, and I love the way Kanye switches into the first feature from Kweli, right? And like their exchange is great, fantastic beat, good flow, just really good party song. Then you have All of the Lights, which is a really good song off of Twisted Fantasy, versus School Spirit, which is one of my least favorites off of College Dropout. It's not a bad song, but the censoring really gets in the way of it, and the beat is a little bit meh. It's not my favorite beat on there, and the verses are not really anything special. It's one of the weaker tracks. So I'm gonna have to give it to All of the Lights pretty easily. It's a fantastic song, even if it's not perfect. I love the instrumentals, love the singing, love all the guests, love the verses. It's just a fantastic little song. So let's go ahead and finish this. Never Let Me Down versus Can't Tell Me Nothing. Can't Tell Me Nothing gets it with its slick beat and cocky verses. Never Let Me Down is good, but no, Can't Tell Me Nothing is gonna take that victory. Hey Mama versus Devil in a New Dress. Most people would say Hey Mama, no question. Hey Mama's sweet, but Devil in a New Dress is a song I'd rather listen to pretty much any day, especially with that godly beat. And ooh, I love this album so much. Crack Music versus Famous. No contest. Famous takes the cake. I love Famous. Once again, verses aren't even that good, and I still love Famous so much, just because it has some of the best sampling I've ever heard in a song. And I actually heard the original song. I don't remember the name of the original song it was sampling, but I was at work, and that song played, and I was like, holy shit, he did that with this? Just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Devil in a New Dress versus Can't Tell Me Nothing. I don't know. Those are pretty neck and neck, but I'm probably going to have to go with Devil in a New Dress. Once again, just the beat, the album. It fits really snugly and nicely into the album. And it made me like Rick Ross, which is not easy. And then Big Brother versus Through the Wire. Through the Wire very easily. Like I said, Big Brother ain't shit. Through the Wire is a very important song in his discography. A very likable song. But it's ultimately beaten by Famous, which Devil in a New Dress versus Famous, if I am right about that, that means that we are going to be placed up against Devil in a New Dress and Famous is going to win this quadrant. then All Falls Down versus Monster. I love Monster, but I'm gonna have to give it to All Falls Down. All Falls Down may be the best song on College Dropout. Either that or Slow Jams for me personally. Monster's one of the best off My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but All Falls Down, I can't give it to Monster with a good conscience when All Falls Down is as good as it is. I'm going to have to choose Runaway over Drive Slow. Once again, even though Runaway is one of my favorites, or one of my least favorites on the album, I love that album so much that it even beats that shit. All Falls Down is going to beat Runaway, however, fairly easily. So we're going to place that right there. My head's probably going to be moving around all over the place. I don't know. Editing sucks, kids. Don't try it. Blame Game versus Good Life. I really hate to do this to Good Life, but Blame Game. Blame Game's got to win. Blame Game has got to win. And we'll see what happens in this. I've done this bracket before, and let's just say Blame Game is not going to lose for a little bit. And then Get 'Em High versus All the Lights. You know, I'm gonna give it to Get 'Em High. That's just such a good song. All the Lights is good. They're probably on the same level, but Get 'Em High is gonna win. And then Blame Game once again. Just gonna copy that. Keep that copied because it's gonna be pretty victorious. Let's say because Blame Game versus All Falls Down. I love All Falls Down, but Blame Game takes the cake easily. Like I said, Blame Game is a special song to me. Famous versus Blame Game. No contest once again because Blame Game is going to take the victory of this quadrant because it's a damn good song and easily Kanye's most fucking underappreciated. So that's the left side, Northwest and Donda. He named his son Northwest. Like, that's just fucking retarded. Or is North the son or the dog? I don't know, man. Just don't turn your kids' names into puns. They'll fucking be bullied, and they'll deserve it because of you. Alright, Jesus Walks versus Murder to Excellence. Jesus Walks, I'm not gonna pretend like is the greatest song he's ever made. Like, a lot of people have that opinion, but I've never heard Murder to Excellence because I still cannot find Watch the Throne that I can even listen to it. So Jesus Walks is going to take it for right now. Then we have probably the easiest choice so far, Streetlights versus We Don't Care. Fucking 808s is just pretty dog shit. We Don't Care is one of the best songs off College Dropout. Easy. So we're just gonna right there. And then We Major versus 30 Hours. Now, We Major was my second. It probably still is my second least favorite song off Late Registration, but I think it's just personal because I can't give you a good criticism of it other than I just don't like listening to it. 30 Hours I like I get it. I get what it's trying to do. But at the end of the day, We Major is just the objectively better song here. And I don't care about 30 Hours enough to give it the victory. So we're going to put We Major there. Then we have, the only really good song off Yeezus, Black Skinheads. The only good song, and it comes up against Stronger, which is one of the best songs off Graduation. And Black Skinheads is great. It's got a good beat, great verses, fun hook. But Stronger is just fantastic sampling, great verses, just an overall fantastic listening experience that Black Skinhead can't stand a chance to. Gold Digger versus Gotta Have It. Gotta Have It being one of the only songs I've heard off of Watch the Throne, and a song I absolutely love, but fuck, Gold Digger is just, it's one of the best off Late Registration. It's probably in my top 10 Kanye songs, so Gold Digger's gonna have to take it. Gotta Have It is great though. Then we have Slow Jams versus No Parties in LA. I really didn't want to have to do this to No Parties in LA, just have it cut down on the first go, but Slow Jams is one of the best songs off College Dropout, so there's no competition. No Parties in LA would probably be better without Kendrick. Kendrick is kind of the weakest part of the song. Kanye's verse is just great. He's spitting so. That's probably the best rapping we've heard from Kanye since 2010. Because he was not rapping on that in Yeezus or in the rest of the Life of Pablo. But Slow Jams is just a fantastic song. Great hook with Jamie Foxx. Fun verses with Kanye. Orgasmic beat with fantastic sampling. And then Twisted comes in and just makes it like the second best song on the album. Or the first song best. I don't know. It's really good. Slow Jams, easy victory. Say You Will, which I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure that was the dog shit opener for 808s. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, it's losing to Good Morning, which is a really nice, cute song from Graduation. Really chill song you can chill to. And then Say You Will's garbage. Power versus Father Stretch My Hand. I did not like Father Stretch My Hand Part 1 at first. It grew on me. The bleaching asshole line is probably one of the worst things Kanye's ever wrote. But it's also fantastic and a great joke and meme and all that shit. I like the song now. Particularly, I like the hook. I want to wake up with you in my arms. That whole shit. Kid Cudi in that song is great. That being said, Power is in Kanye's top 5 songs. Most people would probably agree with that, so I'm not going to explain myself too much, but the beat, the verses. One interesting thing I noticed about Power that I never noticed before until I was not sober. I noticed that in the last verse when he says, I can give you a life that's so exciting, but then it kind of echoes out and it says so exciting, but it kind of switches and sounds like suicide, and then in the bridge he talks about jumping out a window and then letting power go. So the fact that they made that switch from so exciting to suicide is just phenomenal. And second verse in particular with the lines about I got things caged in my own vault, like that whole section is just phenomenal. Then we have another really easy one. Like, once again, I like New Workout Plan. It's a fun song with a very creative beat, but Touch the Sky, it's probably top 3 Kanye. It's easily the best song off Late Registration. Touch the Sky is just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. It's practically a flawless song. Everything about it works. Great beat, great hook, great verses, great feature. Just overall beautifully exciting and celebratory and just incredibly good vibe giving song. Love Touch the Sky. Otis I have heard, and Champion I of course heard. Otis is just okay. Champion is actually a really likable song, especially as he's talking about his dad and stuff. It's a good song with good sampling. Upper half of Graduation, if not in my favorites at least. Then we got Spaceship versus Ultralight Beams, and Ultralight Beams is the most overrated Kanye song, easy. Like, that song is dog shit. Like, Ultralight Beams sucks. But I hear people being like, oh, Life of Pablo sucks, but Ultralight Beams is good, but then it just goes downhill from there, and then they like this track or that track. Now, Ultralight Beams is just garbage. Like, I do not understand why people like it. Like, if you love gospel, maybe I could understand why you would like it. But it's like, there's not that good production. Sample at the beginning is annoying. The singing just doesn't sound that good. It just doesn't come together well for me. And it's not a good opening for the album. I mean, hell, Father Stretch My Hand is a better opening. Even with the dumbass Bleach lines. It's a bad song, and Spaceship is one of the best off College Dropout. I said that to a lot of songs, but College Dropout's a really strong-ass project. It's my second favorite from him. And Spaceship is one of those songs you listen to after a bad day at work. and it's the perfect just unwinding song. Um, ooh, ooh, this one hurts. This is the hardest one so far. Diamonds from Sierra Leone versus Dark Fantasy. Ooh. Both of them are one of the best songs on their respective albums. Dark Fantasy has those beautiful sampled vocals, that killer beat, great verses. It's a fantastic opening. Diamonds from Sierra Leone. Is that the normal one or is that the remix? Do they have? I'm gonna assume it's the remix with Jay-Z, because that was the album version. And fuck, just some of the best sampling. Just turning that sample into that beat just kills. Kanye's verses are fantastic. Easily the best Jay-Z verse I've ever heard was on that song. I love Dark Fantasy, I really do. It's probably in my top 10 Kanye songs, but Diamonds from Sierra Leone has to be in like the top 8 or top 5. I don't know, I need to look at my list, but I have to give it to Diamonds. And not happily at all. Man, these brackets they're surprisingly frustrating to make. You know, you'll come across EDC shit like Spaceship versus Ultralight Beams, and then you're immediately conflicted with Sophie's Choice, where you have to kill one of your kids while some sicko on the internet fucking masturbates to it. Just fucking bullshit. At least the next one is pretty easy, because I Wonder is a good song, but it takes too long to get into like actual rapping, and it's more that the sample's good rather than the rapping. Heard Him Say, on the other hand, is just a fantastic opener with a pretty little beat. Makes the dude from Maroon 5, Adam Levine, just absolutely great use of his voice. I love the hook. I love all the verses, even though there's some, dumb political lines about, AIDS, I guess. But, it was 2005. What can you do? Heard Him Say is a delightful little song. And probably in the top 4. It's probably the 4th best song off of Late Registration. And that's a gem in my book. Gorgeous versus Homecoming. Gorgeous is one of those songs where it's really well made. It's probably some of Kanye's best rapping from a technical level. The beat is fantastic with like these really nice rocky guitar chords. Kid Cudi gives a great hook. By all accounts, it's a great song, but at the same time, some of the politics are really dumb. Like when he's talking about how they would try to cat me if they ever saw a black me. Like basically implying like, oh, black people are criminals, or black people act, hood. Like somehow being civil makes you less black, which is just dumb. And there's a lot of just dumb shit in there. But who wants to argue politics on the Unsubscribe Squeakle channel? That's for drunken videos on the main channel, right? Homecoming, on the other hand, is like second or third favorite off of Graduation. Would have been a fantastic closer. Love the piano beat. Love the hook by Chris Martin. Really charming, likable verses. So I'm gonna give it to Homecoming, as I do. Family Business versus Bound 2. Now, Bound 2 was the one that I said was almost a good song from Yeezus, in the sense that I love the lyrics, but goddamn, I cannot stand that beat. It's obnoxious. I can't stand that shit. That being said, though, fucking Bound 1 is this video I found. Apparently it's Bound 2, but with a different beat. Apparently made by Tyler, the Creator. Bound 1 easily beats Family Business. It absolutely does. Because I love the lyrics of Bound 2. Yes, you have the stupid Jerome Rome thinks line. Yeah, I get that, but lines where he's like, can we make it, we made it to Thanksgiving, so maybe we can make it to Christmas. You need to learn how to forget. There's a lot of good lines in there, and I really like, lyrically, I really like Bound 2. It's a really enjoyable, likable song, but god damn, that beat is so bad. But it says Bound 2, it doesn't say Bound 1. And I have to go with Family Business, which is probably one of my least favorites off of College Dropout. Not because it's a bad song, but it's just the most skippable. That being said, it's just so likable and warm that it's so warm and likable that I don't like listening to it, but it's better than Bound 2, not better than Bound 1. Then we have that word that Anthony Fantano does not want to say, In Paris. You know what? Fuck it. Like, use this clip later to fucking bury me, but niggas in Paris. Like, don't name your goddamn song with the word that you don't want people to say. Don't name it that if you don't want people to say it. Like, the fact that I'm supposed to talk about your music and, like, promote it and shit. It's just stupid. No, niggas in Paris. Then we got Late, which is, a pretty underrated track off Late Registration. It's a bonus track. I'm kind of surprised they added it on this list. That being said, I really like it. It's got a really sleepy sample, pretty likable verses. I'm not too big on niggas in Paris, personally. So I guess there goes my promotion, but whatever. Fucking, like, it's needed, whatever. Anyway, Late wins. And let's knock this out pretty quickly, because I'm fucking tired and have to go do more shit after this. So, We Don't Care versus Jesus Walks. People love Jesus Walks, but We Don't Care is the superior track in my opinion. Better hook, better verses, better everything. Jesus Walks is good. We Don't Care is great. We Major versus Stronger. I'm going to have to go with Stronger. Once again, not a big fan of We Major. But, you know. And then, as much as I like Stronger, We Don't Care is better. So, We Don't Care is going to take victory over Stronger. Then down here we got Gold Digger versus Slow Jams. This one's hard because I love Slow Jams. Like I said, it's one of my favorites off of College Dropout. But here's the thing, even though College Dropout is more consistently great than Late Registration, the three peaks of Late Registration are better than anything on College Dropout, and that's Gold Digger, Touch the Sky, and Diamonds from Sierra Leone. Like, there's nothing on College Dropout that's better than those three. As good as Slow Jams, as great as Slow Jams is. Gold Digger is just such a phenomenal song, especially with the second verse and the 18 years, and on the 18th birthday found out it wasn't his. That line kills me every time, no matter how many times I've heard the song. Good Morning's good, but fuck it, Power. God. Alright, Power versus Gold Digger. God damn it. These are like the most neck and neck songs for me. I honestly can't tell you. Fucking shit. I gotta go with Power. Yeah, no, this one's hard. Because Gold Digger. But Power. Gold. Fuck it, Power. Power. It's gotta be Power. I think that's what I chose when I originally did this. But that one hurts. That one hurts bad. Because Gold Digger is such a good track. But no, I gotta give it to Power. And then Power is better than We Don't Care slightly. So I'm gonna give this quadrant to Power. Both are really good though. Don't kill me. Touch the Sky is gonna probably beat most things in its way. Fucking shit. Fucking. This is why we don't use Microsoft Paint anymore unless you're broke ass like me. You know what's fucked up? I have Photoshop on my goddamn computer. I pay for Adobe Creative Cloud, and yet I'm still fucking using Microsoft Paint for my goddamn YouTube video. Fuck. Anyway, Diamonds from Sierra Leone is one of those tracks that's better than anything on College Dropout. Sorry, Spaceships, but it's gotta win. And then, fuck. So, Diamonds from Sierra Leone versus Touch the Sky. I already know the choice, because the first time I did this bracket, I spent a lot of time trying to figure that out. I searched my soul, but I eventually chose Touch the Sky. Very barely. Like, on my top Kanye songs, Diamonds is like one spot behind it, probably. But Touch the Sky is just. It's gotta take it slightly. Just slightly. Diamonds is incredible. Heard Him Say versus Homecoming. This one's difficult because I like them for the same reasons. I like the beat, I like the likable verses, I like the tone. Heard Him Say has a better hook though, so I gotta go with Heard Him Say. I think I probably chose Homecoming on my um, original pick, but I'm gonna go with Heard Him Say now. And then Late is better than Family Business, maybe. It's probably not better, but I just probably would rather listen to it. Family Business is just too wholesome for me, but Heard Him Say is easily better than that. And then Touch the Sky, I think, was our other pick, and Touch the Sky is easily going to beat Heard Him Say. That one is not as difficult. And yeah, you could see like almost all the winners here are from Late Registration, but that's because they have the 4 best songs from Late Registration on here. And like I said, Late Registration may not be as consistently great as College Dropout or Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but those 4 tracks are just heavyweights. And then we got Touch the Sky versus Power. Fuck, I don't remember what I did. Oh, fuck. You know, I'm gonna give it to Touch the Sky. I really do. Not happily, but I will give it to Touch the Sky. Especially since Gold Digger got snubbed by Power, I think. Yeah, Gold Digger got snubbed by Power, so this is Late Registration's revenge for that. And also, the other pick was from Twisted Fantasy, so we got Blame Game versus Touch the Sky as final round. And I already know. Blame Game is my favorite Kanye song. Nobody on earth is going to agree with me, probably, but I don't care. I fucking love Blame Game. Blame Game is one of those songs that I'm okay with nobody loving as much as I do. Touch the Sky is probably my second favorite Kanye song, so it's probably a pretty accurate tier list overall. I don't know if there's anything really that's missing from this out of my favorites. Maybe Hell of a Life is missing. That probably would have killed a lot of the competition because I love that song. And let's see. Yeah, I think that's really the only one that really should have been here but wasn't. But yeah, Blame Game is my favorite Kanye song. Leave Me Alone. Other favorites include Touch the Sky, Power. Let's see if I can... I'm gonna block out the screen for a second. No, I'm not gonna pull up my list. And anyway, I'll post a comment of my top 10 or 15 Kanye songs. Y'all can argue with me about that, but yeah. Anyway, it's probably gonna contradict one of the choices here, but fuck it. Opinions change, my people, and right now my opinion is Blame Game is Kanye's best song, and Touch the Sky nearly won, but just could not beat how much I love Blame Game. So, once again, yell at me in the comments. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'm out.